Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we have Dhananjay here with us who has been recently placed at Natwest group as a part of his campus placements at NIT Hamirpur. He is here to share his interview experience with us today and let's go talk to him. But before we do that, let's look at the eligibility criteria. So all the students belonging to computer science, EEE and ECE were eligible provided they had a CGPA of 8.75 in the pursuing degree. Now let's go ahead and talk to Dhananjay.
Hi Dhananjay. Firstly, welcome to my channel and congratulations on your placement.
Thank you so much.
So, would you like to introduce yourself first?
Yes, sure. I am Dhananjay and final year ECE student from NIT Hamirpur, and I was able to secure a placement with the Natwest in on-campus process as Natwest visited our campus around July or August.
Okay. Oh,
Yes.
okay. Thank you for that. You can now tell us about the placement process, how many rounds were there, and what they comprised of.
Okay, so actually the placement process was really straightforward. It consisted of three rounds.
Okay.
First was actually, first, all of the students who were interested in the placement were asked to register themselves with the TPO,
Okay.
so their data could be sent to the company.
Okay.
After that, NatWest has shortlisted students based on their CGPI, which was 8.75,
Okay.
and the eligible branches were CSE, EC, and electrical.
Okay.
So after the first round, around 150 to 170 students were shortlisted for the online assessment.
Okay.
And after, I think after 1 or 2 days, we were asked to give the online assessment,
Mm-hmm.
which consisted of four sections:
Okay.
English comprehension, aptitude questions,
Hmm.
some MCQs from DBMS, OOPS, computer networks, and other CS related subjects,
Okay.
and a portion of coding questions.
Okay.
Yeah, so actually, I myself had done quite great with the MCQs,
Okay.
which I think is one of the most important factor that got me into the placement.
Okay.
And speaking about the coding round, there were three questions: easy, medium, and hard,
Hmm.
which were marked as per their difficulty,
Okay. Okay.
and they were given the mark points like 5 for the easy, 10 for the medium, and 20 for the hard.
Okay.
So most of the friends of mine were able to clear the easy and medium questions, and the hard question I had completed only partial test cases as there
Okay.
were only 30 minutes for the coding round.
Okay. Okay.
So uh, that was the second round, and after the second round, around 40 students were shortlisted for the interview,
Okay.
from which around 25-28 students were for software engineer role
Mm-hmm.
and 15 students were for data analyst role.
Okay.
So after the coding online assessment, interview were scheduled between next 2 weeks,
Okay.
and interview were comprehension type, that it consisted HR or DSA and comprehension type questions. So it was all in one, which and interview lasted around 35 to 40 minutes.
Okay.
It also had two panelists,
Mm-hmm.
like one for the comprehension part and other HR part, and one for the DSA part.
Okay.
And the questions in the interview were majorly from my resume.
Okay. Okay.
So each and every detail that I had mentioned in my resume were asked about. So they had asked me questions about my internship, about my GitHub projects, and about the terminologies that I have written in my resume, like what is React, what is
Mm-hmm.
framework, and all that basic minute details, to
Mm-hmm.
check whether you are fully aware of the technical stuff you have done or not.
Right.
Yeah, and that was most of the and comprehension type of questions were like situational questions, where they had asked some questions like what you will do if your coworker is not working well,
Okay. Okay.
or if you refuse to work.
Hmm.
That was the format of interview, which lasted around 25-30 minutes,
Okay.
and then there were some easy to medium level DSA questions that they asked me around 15-20 minutes,
Hmm.
and that concluded my interview.
Okay. And then you got the email or whatever.
Yeah, the next day, all the students, I think around 15 students for software engineer and 8 students for data analyst were selected from the
Okay.
campus.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
That's really great. Thank you for sharing your experience. And Do you have any suggestions for people or your juniors who would like to get into NatWest or anything that you learned from your experience?
Yes, actually, I would like to tell them just two major important things. First is that they have to practice really good.
Hmm.
Like practice is the only key to achieve your dream.
Hmm.
And by practice, I mean not only solving DSA questions, but they also have to practice with the development because development is the actual thing they are going to do
Yeah.
after cracking a placement or internship.
Hmm.
Second thing is they should try to work on their communication skills, as
Hmm.
communication skills are the most important part that will take you through the interview.
Hmm.
Because I have seen so many deserving candidates who don't have good communication skills are being rejected in the interviews.
Right.
So I will ask them to focus on communication skills and develop their skill set. It could be anything like Java, Python, or any development like ML or WebD. And other thing I would like to really share is that they have to be patient. Patience is the only key to achieve the placement because it is the time that people get nervous
Yeah.
because first 3 months are like companies are rushing so much hard to get you in to get you on board and all the stuff. But there's also some catch there that most of the companies are irrelevant, that they don't provide exact job role
Right.
or kind of company they are. So people need to be patient and they need to know what they have to do in the life.
Hmm. Right.
Yes, and luck is also one of the major factors that cannot be neglected.
Right. Okay. Okay, that's
Yeah,
really great. Thank you for the suggestions and for sharing your experience, and congratulations once again. So, yeah, thank you.
thank you so much. I would also like to thank you for giving me the opportunity to share my experiences with all the audience.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks a lot.